Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Today we are going to do something different. Who loves coffee? Who loves coffee? I love coffee. Do you? And there's one more person who loves coffee, and that is, guess, Selena Gomez. So today we are going to paint a portrait of Selena Gomez with coffee. So I'm taking a normal coffee powder, mixing it with water, and let's start the drawing. Eyes and other features. I'm using the same water soluble pencil, the Stadler one, and yeah, I'm excited to do this painting because this is the second time ever that I am painting something with coffee powder. There was a poster I painted once, and now let's do the same thing, like a wet brush when we do the watercolors. So with the wet brush, we'll do the paper wet first and then apply the coffee powder, the paste of coffee. And coffee treats differently. We treat coffee differently than watercolors because coffee has a sticky element into it, and it's getting darker and darker with time. And we are doing the same thing, the application of color, by going from light to dark, light tone first, and then we will go to darker. And if we know that something is dark for sure, like eyebrows or the mascara, then we are going to do them first on dark. So here we don't have to think that we have to go from light to dark, but other parts of the skin there's a lot of variation, so we are doing them from light to dark. And eyes are windows to the soul. Eyes play a very important role in the portrait, especially if the eyes are of a beautiful Selena Gomez. So uh, I'm trying to create the glare, the roundness, because eyes are transparent. You can see into it. The anatomy of eye is round, it's a ball, so there's highlights and shadows and depth. So the center part of the eye is the darkest, and then comes the outer black part, which is brown actually. So, and there's always some highlight in the eye. That highlight creates the feeling of life, the spirit, the spark in the eye, which by which you can see that person is alive. She is happy. She has some spark in her. So that's how you create life in a person. I'm putting extra effort in the eyes because I want them to stand out, and I want the viewer to look into the eyes of the portrait, so they need extra attention. And also in the portrait or in any kind of painting, there's no absolute black or darkness. There is some darkness, in between darkness, inside darkness. There's some light inside darkness. There is lot of values in dark also. So eyes are one of the example of that, because to create that feeling of roundness, you have to play with the values. You have to apply them properly. Only then it will be a convincing artwork. You will have the likeness of the model or character you are painting. It was only yesterday I came to know that Selena Gomez loved coffee. So I thought let's do her portrait with coffee only, so that I can create the character, the portraiture of her, because she loves coffee. Coffee is her everyday drink, anytime drink. So I'm also trying to compare her with the coffee, creating her with the coffee. which is her love. Because she, whatever we drink, we eat, we become that thing. So coffee is playing a major role in this painting because coffee is the medium with water and coffee powder. And then lips also, a lot of people feel that lips, especially mouth and lips, they are a difficult part to paint or draw. It's not actually. You just have to understand the values that the dark is how much dark, the light is how much light, and what's in between the darkness and light, how light, the values, actual values. And these are never white. They are some shade of gray or yellow or many other colors. So that's how we create the feeling of that the teeth are inside the mouth, they are behind the lips. So it's not always white. If they will be white, they will come out of the lips. So I'm trying to create the roundness of lips, the texture of lips. And lips, if I talk about lips, the anatomy of lips, they are like a bird in the nest. The upper lip is like an eagle bird, and lower lips are like a nest. The bird is flying towards its nest and protecting the eggs. Now I'm creating the values and working in layers slowly from light to dark. And I also felt that coffee is easily manageable. I can easily make it dark and light, not completely dark because I had to keep the coffee mixture for a long time, like 3-4 hours to get it thick and dark. That's how it's getting this much dark. If you put too much water, then it will not get this dark. It will be a light shade. So keep it for some time. Now I think the face is over, so I'm creating the outer hair of her so that they will support the main portrait, main face. Because I don't want to create so much detail around the face. I want my spectator, the viewer, to look into the eyes and the center of the face. So everything else is just a support. They are just supporting the main portrait. Now I am applying coffee, a very thick mixture of coffee, because I want darkness. I want it to be dark, like almost darkest brown, so that it will create a space, a negative space around the face. It will contrast the face because face is lighter than the hair. So black, dark hair are supporting the face to come out, to have the viewer a good view. Now let's mix some of the light values to create a feeling of shoulder, neck, and the body, because it should also not look like a face pasted on paper. I'm just trying to blend the whole structure into the paper so that it will become a part of paper. These are some visual techniques to create a feeling and an illusion of looking into the art of work, so that the eyes of viewer will not go away from the painting. It will stick to the composition. So I'm creating that supportive uh, shade. Now again I'm going from light to dark. I'm creating the feeling of blending, of dripping coffee. It's also coming towards a feeling of hot chocolate, which is also kind of going with the character, the seductiveness, the hotness of the character, which is Selena Gomez. That's, I think it's coming out really well for me. Trying to add some more shadow of hair on the cheeks. And I think it's done for today. I am satisfied with the whole composition. So guys, I hope you like it. और ये रहा final image. And also share the video to Selena Gomez and like and subscribe to the channel. और कल मिलते हैं. See you tomorrow with another vlog, another new work of art. Good night. Take care.